Anything is possible. It started with a dream. Our passion made a difference.
Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Donna Gray and I'm super excited to be crafting with you today. I have a brand new bundle that is available to us as demonstrators during the month of October, but I have some awesome news. If you fall in love with this today, I can tell you how you can get your hands on it right now instead of waiting until the 3rd of November when it goes live to customers. So let's get started crafting with this Curvy Celebrations bundle, and I'll tell you all about how you can actually get your hands on it today and how you can get a discount on your crafting products. So let's get to crafting. So we have the Quite Curvy stamp set and the Curvy dies. Now this bundle here alone will be available in our January to June mini occasions catalog. So that's going to be available on as a bundle, and this is a sneak preview, so it's an early release of this bundle. So we as demonstrators are allowed to purchase these now, but for customers it will be going live on the 3rd of November. They've also paired it up with this gorgeous Curvy Christmas stamp set. Now this one here is only going to be available in November. So you need to get your hands on this. If you fall in love with this bundle and the Curvy dies and the Quite Curvy stamp set, and you want to use it for your Christmas crafting using the Curvy Christmas, this is a limited edition stamp set. So this one will only be available during November. I think it's during November. I will correct myself in the show more box down below if it's available for longer. So if you absolutely love this stamp set, this is the one that you need to worry about whether you need to buy it. But also you can actually put these into a starter kit right now. So they're available to us as demonstrators, but for customers, they're not available until the 3rd of November. So I'm going to show you a really great, awesome card, and I'm actually going to pair it up. The reason why I'm stressing about this Curvy Christmas stamp set is that there is other things in this stamp set that you may want to use other than just for Christmas. So I'm going to show you a way of using this Curvy Christmas stamp set now for other purposes, and you may think I probably might want to get my hands on that. So I'm actually going to pair it up with our Stitched Stars dies as well. So I'm going to make a really super cute, fun card. So I'll move this all out of the way. And I'm actually going to bring in my Stamparatus. So if you haven't got our Stamparatus is a stamp positioning tool. If you've never seen a stamp positioning tool, I'm telling you, you are going to want one of these because these stamp positioning tools make it so easy for our crafting, and they also make it super easy for if we're actually going to do multiple of cards. It makes it easy. But our Stamparatus has what they call step stamping. So we can do repetitive step stamping. So as you'll see some notches along the side here. This is actually, our Stamparatus is designed that we can mount our stamps onto our acrylic plate and stamp it down into place. But then we can move it along one of the notches and stamp it down again, and it will stamp repetitively, and we can keep moving it along and keep stamping. So I'm actually going to show you today how that works and how fun it is with these stamps. So I'm actually taking the star stamp here out of this stamp set, and I'm going to be using that today for our card. So one of the first things I'm going to do, and I'm using a great color combination, it's a little bit like a rainbow. We've got So Saffron, Balmy Blue, Coastal Cabana, Melon Mumbo, Highland Heather, and Bermuda Bay. I wanted to make this into a really fun, bright card and using the star stamp. So what I thought I would do first of all is actually line up my cardstock. So I've got a piece of cardstock and I've cut that for my front layer of my card. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my So Saffron and I'm just going to sponge a little bit of color on here. And you can see that I've already been playing around with this beforehand. So I'm just going to take one of my oval makeup brushes. Now you can get these oval makeup brushes on eBay. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the ink off and I'm just going to do some light sponging just in the middle of this front layer. So I just want to get a really nice little hue of that saffron color in behind where I'm going to stamp. Now, I did think about doing this in like with a watercolor painter. I thought that could work as well. So there's another option there other than just doing this. So then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the combination of my stamps. Now, I've actually mounted my stamp up. I want it going at an angle across, but I want to be able to do repetitive stamping going down the front of this layer. So I've actually angled it across. And one of the best ideas is to put your stamp set underneath your acrylic plate so that when you pop your plate over, when you go to ink your acrylic, your stamp up, it will be resting on your stamp set. So I'm just going to grab, first of all, my Coastal Cabana is the first color I'm going to use. So I'm going to ink that up with, actually, no, I'm going to use Bermuda Bay. I'm going to change it up a bit because Bermuda Bay will be a little bit darker there. So that will be good. So I'm going to ink up that stamp and I'm going to flip that over and I'm going to stamp that. Now we have a foam pad underneath here and I do have a piece of our grid paper. So there we have one stamped image there. So then I'm going to bring in my trusty handy dandy chamois and I'm going to clean off my stamp with my chamois to get ready for my next color. And my next color is going to be my balmy blue. So I'm going to open up my balmy blue. I'm going to ink that up. And I'm then going to move this down one notch. Okay. And we've got it inked up and then we're going to stamp. So can you see here that it's actually like stamping down at different levels? So we've got our balmy blue. Once again, I'm going to bring in my chamois and I'm going to clean off that stamp. And then I'm going to get my next color, which is my Highland Heather. So I'm going to open up my Highland Heather. I'm going to ink up that stamped image again. And I'm going to lift that up and I'm going to move it one notch down and I'm then going to stamp down. So you can see here, I'm starting to get that gorgeous repetitive stamped image. I'm then going to clean that off again. And for my last and final color, I'm going to bring in my Melon Mambo and I'm going to ink up that stamp again with my Melon Mambo. And I'm going to take it down a hinge and I'm going to stamp it down like that. So there we have a beautiful rainbow of our stars going down through there. So I'm then going to clean that up so I don't get any ink on me. I'm going to put it back up there. I'm going to clean it up so I don't get any ink on me. Now, with our stamp positioning tool, they are fantastic that we have two plates that go with our stamp positioning tool. So we don't only have one side, we have two plates. So we end up with 4 stamping platforms that we can use. So I'm actually going to flip that around. Okay. Now we have a great stamp in this, in the other stamp set that says, hooray for you, or we could do 1 in a million, but I'm actually going to do the hooray for you. So I'm going to show you how we position our stamps. So I want to do the hooray for you, and I actually want to do that just in here. All right, so I'm going to line that up there. I think that's going to look quite good. I'm going to pick that up, and then I'm going to ink it up with my Bermuda Bay. And I'm going to stamp down hooray for you in between there. So we're going to stamp that down and press it. And we have hooray for you stamped there. So how easy was that by doing that? So then I'm actually going to take this off because that's all the stamping that I'm going to use my Stamparatus for. So I'm going to fold that over and I'm going to pop that over to the side. I'm then going to take, we have some gorgeous little stars in this stamp set. So we have a couple of little stars here. I'm going to mount them up probably just on one block and I'm going to stamp some random little stars around. So I'm going to get one of my smallest blocks because these stars are tiny, tiny little stars. So, and we don't want to lose them. So we're going to mount that one there and the second one just there. Okay. So now what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to, just with my balmy blue, I'm just going to randomly stamp some of those stars around with my balmy blue, just to add a little bit of interest in between those lines. So we're going to ink them up and stamp some stars around. So just like that. So you can see this is starting to be a really super cute card for another season other than just Christmas. All right, so then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to then grab a piece of cardstock and I'm going to mount that up onto a layer of cardstock. And I think I'm going to grab maybe some of the Melon Mambo, which I think that will look really, really nice. So that looks great. So I'm going to use my liquid Tombow and I'm going to glue that onto my Melon Mambo layer. So the reason that I'm using my liquid Tombow is it gives me a little bit of wiggle room to be able to wiggle that around where I need it to be. Now, what I thought would be really, really super cute was I actually cut out some of the stars out of our balmy blue glimmer paper. So you can see here, as soon as we start mounting these stars around, how gorgeous does that look? But then I thought we could even go one step further. I have some pieces of glimmer paper here that I thought we could actually probably use one of the Curvy dies, which I'm thinking probably just this one here, and we could line that up, that we could do a cute curvy little corner down here on there. So I think what I'm actually going to do is, that's looking quite good there. So I think I'm just going to pop that onto my piece of glimmer paper and I'm going to cut that out. And we might actually be able to use just this one bit of glimmer paper for the whole card. Okay, so I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss machine. And with the cut and emboss machine, I will have my number 1 platform. So number 1, number 2, one of my number 3s. Then I'm going to line that piece of cardstock up like that. And I'm going to run that through the die cutting machine. All right. Now, that's going to give us a really fun little corner piece to be able to pop down onto our card down here. So can you see that? That's going to create a really cute little corner there. So I think I'm just going to maybe stop at that. I was going to do one up through here. I could probably cut that down. Okay, we will see. Let me see. I'm just going to pop this out of the way. All right. So I think that one looks gorgeous there. So I'm definitely going to glue that one down. So I'm actually going to use my Seal Plus. I like to use my Seal Plus on the back of my glimmer paper. I just feel like it glues it into place a lot better. So I'm just going to glue that down there right flush with that Whisper White layer and like so. And no, I'm not going to put that one on the top. I think the glimmer stars are going to be enough. So I'm just going to, this one here, I'm going to pop up onto a dimensional. We'll just grab a dimensional and pop that up. Okay, so just there like that. This one here, I think I'm just going to use a glue dot and glue that on. Or I'm just going to use some liquid glue. Just pop a little dab of liquid glue in the center of that one. So just there like that. And I think this one we might pop up. I'm going to use a mini dimensional for that one. So we might pop that up onto a mini dimensional. Just there like so. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab a Whisper White card base and pop that onto a Whisper White base. Fold that in half and burnish it really well. And I'm going to pop up that layer as well. So our dimensionals are fantastic for adding that 3D dimension to your projects. And it just gives a little bit of the wow factor and makes it, I don't know, it's just something that I use dimensionals on every project that I do. So we have that. Okay. And we're just going to pop that on the front there like that. And just with our basic rhinestones, we're just going to bling that up a little bit with the basic rhinestones. So I'm going to, in the middle of that gorgeous detailed star, I'm going to pop a big dimensional. And then I'm just going to, with the medium ones, pop them around. Medium and small. Okay. And then for the insert, I'm actually going to cut a Whisper White layer. Actually, I have a Whisper White layer here. Okay, so we have Hooray for You on the front. So that's out of this one here. I think I'm just going to say Made with Love just for you. I think that's going to be really, really cute for the inside. So Made with Love just for you. And I'll use my Bermuda Bay with that, my Bermuda Bay ink. Get that nice and straight on my block. Like, oh, helps if I turn it over the right way. Okay, that's a bit better. So ink that up with Bermuda Bay. Made with Love just for you. And I think we might pop some little tiny stars around that as well. So a couple of little tiny stars. Like so. And we'll pop that insert to the inside of our card using my Tombow. Okay, so just like that. So we've got a gorgeous insert and that beautiful front of our card. Now I'm just going to grab an envelope. I'm going to decorate an envelope as well. So on our envelope, I think what we might do is bring back in that Stamparatus, and we might just on the corner of our envelope, we might just do one of those stars. So we can pop our envelope in here. We can see where our stamped image will be. We might actually just do, we need it just popping in through there. Let me see. Okay. So we might just do, and you can see here, you can just look at it freely and go, you know what, we could do that. So I'm actually going to just pop my my magnet just on my envelope. So I'm eyeballing it there, seeing where it's going to sit on the corner of my envelope. I'm going to pop my magnet down so it will sit in place. I'm then going to grab my Bermuda Bay, ink it up, stamp it over onto the corner of our envelope like that, and then also come in with our little balmy blue stars, and we'll pop some balmy blue stars around there too. There we have it. So now, who wouldn't want a gorgeous, beautiful birthday card with a matching envelope just like that? Now, as you can see, this gorgeous set is for many other reasons than just Christmas. So once again, this is available. This is a limited time. The Curvy dies and the Quite Curvy bundle is all going to be available in November 3rd. They're an early release, but if you want to get your hands on them right now, you can actually join my team and, as I said, pop it into a starter kit right now and you can get your hands on it straight away. So thank you very much for watching my video today. And I hope you enjoyed that. And I hope you absolutely love this bundle because I know I do. I have done many other cards using this bundle, which are super, super fun. I thought I had them around here, but I don't. And anyway, so I do. So here you go. I'll show you some more samples of what I've done. I've done this gorgeous card here. So that's using the trees and that's in the Christmas set. So the Curvy Christmas. I also did this gorgeous card here, and that is using the Quite Curvy bundle with the flowers. I've also done this gorgeous card here using some of our black shimmer and the sentiment, hooray for you, out of the Quite Curvy, and the gorgeous dies with our black glimmer and the stars there again. And I did this one here. This one is gorgeous. This one has popped up little ivy leaves in gold brushed foil. And I've also done this gorgeous card here as well. And it's got a beautiful, it's a fun fold, a beautiful look like that. So there is so many things that you can do with this bundle. So as I said, if you're interested in purchasing this bundle and you want to get your hands on it right now, you can join my team, and all you need to do is contact me at my email address, and I'm just going to pop back down onto my desk and show you exactly. You can find this information every time I do every time I do a video. You can call me on my mobile, which is 0421725015, or you can go to donnagray.stampinup and click on the join now button, or you can email me at bejeweled01@gmail.com if you have any questions you might like to ask about this bundle and getting your hands on the bundle. But as I said, it's an awesome time to join my Stampin' Up team, and you can get this in a starter kit right now, and you can also get 20% discount off all of your crafting products. So if you're interested, please feel free to reach out to me. I would be happy to chat with you. You can join wholly and solely just to get a discount. So it's an awesome time to join. I hope you enjoyed that, and until next time, bye for now.